We got the first major trade of the season. The Rangers traded Panarin to the LA Kings.
All right, the first major trade already happened.
Who?
My heart.
Oh yeah, Quinn Hughes got traded this year. I forgot. That
First,
felt like it was
first
last
major
year.
Trade deadline.
Trade deadline. I guess trade deadline technically because trade deadline's still a month away, which is weird. This one was being hyped a lot. I don't know why the LA Kings pulled it off right now, but they traded Panarin to the Rangers for what? Liam Greentree, a prospect, and a conditional third-round pick.
That's kind of underwhelming.
Underwhelming, real underwhelming for Panarin too. Like he's a 90-point scorer,
Yeah.
And they're like, you know what? We'll just give him for nothing. And he signed an extension too, and he got that money too.
Well, the extension's only 2 years. It's not that much.
Yeah.
But apparently he wanted to go to LA.
Yeah.
So maybe that's shorthanded.
He forced
that was
the trade.
handcuffed, right?
Rangers, even though they lost the trade, like they couldn't really do anything. I think Panarin is a part of that doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why he's like, I want to go to LA. Because LA, they're not that great of a team. They're not like a cup contending team. You're a free agent in the offseason.
You have your choice. Right?
Tampa Bay was the team that was very interested. Carolina was interested. You could have gone to one of those teams.
Colorado was interested.
Force a trade to one of those teams, and it'd be better.
Well, maybe he didn't want the smoke of the pressure of the playoffs, right? You go to LA, it's another big market, big city.
But
he
like
is Russian,
cash,
so he's
yeah.
But
overseas.
all
You
those
get cash.
teams,
Yeah.
he's second. He's number 2.
Yeah.
He's not number 1 anymore, right? On this team, he's still number 1 on this team. If you think about it.
Well, this team, what are they going to do with Zach
No,
right
I know.
now,
I know.
right?
What he's thinking like, yo, I already played with the first overall pick of 2020, and might as well play with the second overall and do nothing with them. Like,
No way. I think if you go to Tampa Bay, you get lost in the shuffle a little bit. You got a point there. You got Kucherov. Obviously, you got Hagel and you got Gensel. I mean, you're solid, right? You don't really have to worry about much. I feel like that was an easy move for him to make. You're a free agent in the offseason. You go sign him to LA if you want to. You're also 34 years old. You only have so much time in the league. I just think he just doesn't want to win a cup or anything. He's up with the bread.
Right. He could have got that extension, Zach, elsewhere. It's only a 2-year deal, $11 million.
Yeah.
You could have got that easily in the
Anywhere else,
offseason.
And you know what? I feel like LA taxes, like, why would you want to go play in LA? You're losing a good chunk of the money anyways.
The thing is, like, if LA is not done, okay, then let's see what they do for like the trade deadline and everything after the Olympic break. But like right now, it doesn't really make sense even for LA's point of view. Like, okay, yeah, you're gonna lose Kopitar next year, but like even then, like your team isn't like set up to be like, oh, like you're not gonna be like. If your sole purpose is to beat Edmonton, Panarin doesn't move the needle.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But and you're right, Jyoti. And right now they're not even in the playoffs, which is the funny thing. You think they'd be a solidified spot like they did in the past years.
Yeah.
But maybe they're just looking, Kopitar's gone, we're going to need a star. And 2 years for Panarin and $11 million, that's not bad. I'd do that for
It's not bad.
But even if
get some seats.
I agree with Stars. Like even if his thought is, oh, I want to go to a sunny destination. Florida's just as good as LA.
Yeah.
Less taxes. You play on a much better team, especially with Tampa Bay, right?
Tampa, him and Kucherov are boys, aren't they?
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
from way back. So
I'm
that's kind of
surprised.
disappointing.
The
Right?
Russian
Yeah,
Dragon.
surprise for sure. And but maybe he didn't want the smoke. Maybe he didn't want the playoff pressure. He played in Chicago all those years ago, and they kind of faltered, and that's why he was traded to Columbus. And this guy's played in Columbus too. He's played in some interesting markets. It's it's perplexing that you got traded and only signed a 2-year extension.
I feel like Tampa Bay compared to like New York, there's no pressure at all because nobody really cares about Tampa Bay unless you're winning and you lose. Nobody cares. People are gonna forget about it the next day.
You're right.
But I feel like you go there. There's no pressure at all. I think it was such an easy move for him to make. But I guess I don't know what he sees in LA.
Even Dallas or something for that if you want something warm and a little.
Yeah,
bit,
you could.
Like,
Yeah,
there's so
easily.
many better options out there.
Way better options.
Even if you want to extend, but again, I'm not sure what LA can't be done. They're 1 point back of the wild card spot, only 3 points back of the third. But again, like you're not going to be Vegas, you're not going to be the Edmonton Oilers. So who are you really trying to like?
Yeah.
I think they could upset Vegas if they figure out how to score goals because their defensively, I think they're one of the lower teams when it comes to goals against. It's their offense. We looked at the numbers before; it was like bottom 5 in the NHL.
I don't know about Vegas this year though. Like the LA's not really a opponent team, and Panarin against like Jack Eichel and those guys, you're taking Jack Eichel, Mark Stone.
Vegas is also struggling.
Yeah,
too.
Vegas is like a weird team too. They're first place, but they barely win games. Most of their points come in overtime. I think
with Vegas is they're just waiting for the playoffs.
Sure.
Like they know they're going to be in a division where they're going to make it. Like there's no, like I think Vegas easily can take Edmonton and can take the Ducks as well as right now.
The goaltending is a problem too. Like, what are they really gonna do in the back? Like the goaltending, they're struggling. If you let in goals, you're not gonna win. And they're this team. I think LA I look at the goals against bottom 3 in the league.
Right.
So top 3 in the league against goals against 153 right behind Tampa and Colorado.
That's what he saw. He saw that stat. He's like, they're just as good as those teams.
if they shut shit down against like Vegas and Vegas goaltending is weak, you can upset a Vegas goaltending. You're not gonna upset Edmonton Oilers because those guys just don't get upset against bum ass teams like the LA Kings. They've been beating them for the last 2 years.
Well, they still
3
have,
years, isn't it?
Yeah, 3 years. I don't even know how long.
No, they still have like one of the best defensemen in the world in Downey. So I can't.
Okay.
There's a reason why that's like that, right? Like the numbers are saying.
Well, you show that goal differential. That's why they traded for maybe minus 10 right now, despite having one of the best goals against in the league. So maybe they're thinking that's going to help in that regard. I agree with you, Juts, man. I don't think this is going to move the needle at all.
No.
And Vegas is probably going to be a team, SB, you'd probably agree with this, that would try to shore up that goaltending and everything else before the trade deadline. These guys do that every year.
Yeah.
Florida's going to do the same thing. Maybe teams like Tampa and some of these other teams are thinking, if I'm going to go all in, because you're going to have to spend that cap in order to get a guy like Panarin, right? He's going to take up a lot on your cap.
Yeah.
I want to get someone who's going to be a difference maker in the playoffs. I'd rather go get someone like Kadri or someone like that.
Exactly. Right.
Maybe that's what they're thinking, like maybe someone like a center. But all signs seem to be pointing that Panarin wanted to go to LA, which is indicating that he didn't want the smoke.
Yeah, seems like it.
Yeah.
Which is disappointing.
Yeah, it is kind of disappointing because like you've been playing in New York for the last three years, right?
5 years?
5 years?
Yeah.
4 years?
Like 7 years. I think
He's been there for a whole minute.
2019 was last year in Columbus. 2020 he's been playing.
So 6 years basically in New York, and he's been consistently missed the playoffs probably twice, I think now.
Mm-hmm.
And so what? You're trying to say you don't want the smoke now? Like you've been in a market that's all about. 2 years ago you were like favorites to win the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
2 years ago you were in the conference finals, and now all of a sudden you don't want the smoke anymore. Like come on.
But who knows if he even wanted it then, right? Because when he signed with New York, that's when they were bottoming out, and that's when they got the first overall pick for Lafreniere, right? So it's not like they were the contenders back then. It wasn't like it was Ryan McDonough and Girardi and Henrik Lundqvist in their prime that he was joining. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, and to only get 2 years at $11 million, you could have probably gotten that from a lot of teams in the league.
You heard that more money in the offseason.
Easily
signed. Or like, why did you want to sign and trade where if you don't even go for the max contract for anything? That's the entire kind of thing doesn't really
fire your agent if you're
Really?
Somebody should advise me. Like, I know you want to go to LA bad. You can wait till the summer. There's only 3 or 4 more months. You're good. You're probably
go try to win a cup and then sign them in the
Yeah.
You probably got 2 more years,
Easily.
and even at a higher cap too, around $12 million.
And you have New York Rangers by the balls. So New Rangers, it's his choice. He get to pick wherever he wants to go. They would have to take some cap back from his contract, whatever trade they made. Like they would have to figure out how to make it work for him.
Did they retain in the salary for?
I don't think
Panarin?
they did. I think the Kings had cap space. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
There's nothing that says it, but.
I think it's prorated for what remains.
Oh,
No, the Rangers retained half of the salary up there.
Half right here.
Yeah. So they retained.
Okay, Eagle Vision there, Zach.
Yeah.
That was impressive. It's like half a salary.
Yeah. I was going to say, first of all, I got to shit on the guy, Chris Jerry. Like, what the hell are you doing with this organization? How did you get it this bad where you have to trade basically everybody away and basically call it a whole rebuild on the team, right? Like, it's getting to the point where it's like, yo, this guy's like, I'm going to trade Panarin away. I already traded for JT Miller. That was a flop.
Yeah.
Igor's out. Adam Fox is injured now. Might as well just tank at this point. Like, how did it get this bad? They made all the moves to consider trying to make a run, and now it just blew up in their face.
Because you said it, Razor. You said it. You said the name. JT Miller.
JT
That's
Miller.
what happened. You said it.
Well, there's 2 organizations right now that are competing. It's Vancouver and the New York Rangers. Who's going to
94, eh?
get worse? The 94, the greatest Stanley Cup final that there ever was.
JT Miller's like that little kid meme where she's smiling, there's a fire behind her. That's JT Miller when he came to Vancouver, left Vancouver, now in New York he's doing the same shit.
Tampa Bay 2-8. He was there for when they lost
The
to
meltdown.
the meltdown, and then they ended up winning cups. He's always there for the meltdown. I kind of feel like New York kind of like has to rebuild at this point. Like they gotta.
Oh yeah, they're already in a rebuild. No,
Are they rebuild?
announced
I don't
it.
know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you never
A retool, yeah.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
a retool, but they gotta go. That's what they
They have to go all
They have to
in
go
on
all rebuild. I feel like Igor and Adam Fox are wasting their time
prime
if you
now,
don't go for a rebuild.
You know what?
No, I was gonna say you have to get rid of like Trocheck too. He's got like 12 goals all year.
Yeah, but Trocheck, I don't know how he made Team USA in the first
Yeah,
place.
exactly.
Trocheck and JT Miller, they should trade them both. They probably get good value back. Well, they should get good value back with Chris Drury. It seems like he's not really. It's more of a fire sale. Just take what you can. We're discounting it at 30%.
Low-key disrespectful to Kreider. He stayed around all these years, and they just traded him to what's it called, Anaheim, and he could have just stayed around and become captain of the team.
Hey, Anaheim's killing it, so good.
Yeah, it's good for him. But like,
They showed him enough respect for the fact that he was there for so long. It's like you're acting like
30
he
goal
was,
scorer, JP. You don't see those a lot nowadays.
Really?
50, no? 50 1 year, no? Kreider?
playing with the
Yeah,
bread
he
man.
had 50, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 year.
Yeah, 50. Yeah, JP. I've never seen Trocheck get 50.
Well, Trocheck and JT's. If I'm Tampa or Colorado or one of these teams are looking for a
I wouldn't
Some
want
help.
JT Miller.
I don't think I want
Miller,
JT
yeah.
Miller.
I think
anymore.
Trocheck went on Miller.
JT on Colorado.
No.
This is
You
not
don't-
bad.
You see McKinnon will rip him apart.
Well, exactly.
That's
McKinnon's
unique.
already got that personality, so then
You need the
can't
dog
really-
to slap
Right.
him around a little bit. Be like, stay in line, get in line, but you're not the leader on this.
So
team.
then you have a 1-2 punch there with JT and Nathan
But
McKinnon.
$8
That'd be a
million,
good
are you gonna really risk that for the next like 4 or 5 years? 5 years?
You got to risk it for the biscuit. Like you're trying to win the cup. Or
Yeah, I know,
what's
but
the
like-
Why
fuck
go
done?
get Kadri again though?
Yeah, might as well go get Carter. Carter's way better than that.
But Cardi's like 35 now.
But Carter's isn't JT Miller 32, 33?
32.
Well, 32 to 35. he's still
Kadri
have those
Kadri has
years.
Kadri
better
be
experience,
cheaper
I would say. I would say Kadri has more of a rapport with the Colorado
He's got a
Bulls, too.
report there for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, why would
Yeah.
Colorado go for him over? Colorado probably doesn't have to pay shit for Kadri,
Although
and they probably get.
Kadri
Like,
doesn't want to get rid of him at all. They're not like Chris Drury. They're not going to sell him for 30
He
cents
asked
on
for
a
a trade,
dollar.
right? Kadri did.
yeah, he did ask for a trade.
4 years left.
So he has less
3
than-
years after
3
this
years
year.
left.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
three years.
$1 million cheaper.
But he's older, obviously, right? So those years are different.
It doesn't matter. They
But
are.
with his kind of game, it doesn't really matter because you know what,
Yeah.
like what he's gonna bring, right?
No, I don't mind that from any contender point of view. I'm just saying that New York's also got to think about selling those other guys as well. Trocheck was probably easier to get rid of because he's at a 5-point-something cap hit or whatever, right?
Yeah, for 4 years, and he's 32, same age as Miller.
I feel like they gotta get rid of those players now. Like they can't hold on to those guys. And
All
even-
these guys in the 30s, they should be traded. Zibanejad should be gone at some point. Miller should be gone by the trade deadline, maybe. I don't know.
but I don't know what's his name's doing anyways. What's it called
Drury?
Dirty. He got that extension. He's like, I'm unkillable. They ain't gonna stop me now. I'm just gonna do whatever I want. This guy really took like he learned from Joe Sakic. He's like, let me just throw this whole organization under the bus completely. How long has he been GM of that team? It's been long,
I think a few years, not that long.
Not too long, though.
not too long, right? Like 3-4 years.
Around 3 years or less.
But wasn't he also assistant GM at one point of their
He
team?
was, yeah.
He's been on your radar, Zach, more than me.
I
wouldn't
know because I've been hating. I've been seeing.
Then why you ask these
2021.
questions like you don't know the answer to these questions?
2021 was when he became
Oh, wow.
GM. at Dresden.
For a minute.
He was the
Yeah.
assistant though, right? Before.
Assistant before that, yeah. Assistant to the general manager. He became a
See,
star.
like, wouldn't you like fire him after instead of giving an extension, you'd probably fire him. But I don't know what New York was thinking about instead of just extending him. Like maybe because if you're already on the rebuild kind of mindset, you might as well get a new GM and fix his team up properly, rather because he's the reason why you're in this position in the first place.
Well, they already gave him that extension. Like, that's the thing.
So it's cooked now.
Well, I think that does it for this video. Let us know what you think about the Panarin trade. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll see you in the next one.